if you're trying to be smart about money, but you can't seem to build a savings, or you're a people pleaser who just can't seem to say no, well, you may just need a nudge in the right direction. We brought back our dream team panel of life coaches to offer some helpful advice. They are Valorie Burton, author of Happy Women Live Better, Gabrielle Bernstein, the author of May Cause Miracles, and Stephanie Ziv, a former TV executive turned life coach. Good morning, dream team.
Good morning.
We've got you assembled here. Let's get right into the questions because we've got some really good ones today. We'll start with Deganit asking about saving money.
I've been working really hard at being more disciplined with money and having a savings account. However, anytime I feel like I have a healthy bank account, something happens, I dip back into savings, and I'm right back at square one. How can I make finances an even bigger priority?
Valerie, this sounds like a very familiar problem. Yeah. You try to save, but you can't do it day to day.
You know what? She's on the right path. So I want to congratulate her, first of all, for having that kind of discipline. But there's two things. She's saying she has a healthy bank account, but her finances keep getting sick. So she needs a bigger cushion. One of the things I would suggest that she does is to look back the last 12 months. What were all of those emergencies that came up? Add them up, divide it by 12, and add to her budget every single month that amount that she needs. Some months she'll use it, some months that she won't, but she's going to have to redefine what it means to have a healthy bank account.
And she's in her mid-30s, so it's time to get really serious about her finances here. And Stephanie, do you think there maybe perhaps is an emotional connection here at all?
I do. I think your relationship to money is part of it. So what I would ask is, what is she thinking about when that account gets to a certain level? Does she think she's afraid that she doesn't have, that it's going to go away? Does she feel worthy of having an abundant bank account? So definitely it's a matter of tracking your thoughts as well as the savings and the number.
All right, Gabrielle, next one to you. This is Fern, who's worried about overextending herself. Let's listen.
I find myself saying yes to so many different projects, and I'm dabbling in many things that I love, yet I worry that I'm wearing myself too thin. I find it hard to make time for the people I care about, and even make time for going to yoga class seems tough. Can you help?
It sounds like a question of focus.
Yeah. Fern is definitely overextending herself, so my suggestion is to pick one exercise or activity that she's really excited about. And for the next 40 days, only focus on that activity. Get rid of everything else and just stay really focused on that one exercise. See what that feels like to her. Let herself experience a shift in her patterns and her behavior, and enjoy the experience of being in that one activity for a little while.
But it's hard to say no to your boss or to people who come to you and say, can you help me with this project or that project? How do you go about doing that?
You know, busyness is oftentimes based in fear, and I saw a lot of pain in her face when she was asking that question. So she needs to ask, what am I afraid will happen if I say no? And then, so what will I do if that happens, right? So she needs to face her fears, get clear about what they are, and she needs to only say yes when she means it. That's really important.
Okay, another question from Krista, wants to learn to keep things positive.
I'm finding that so many conversations end up critiquing the actions and behaviors of other people. How do I steer talk away from this without sounding judgmental or holier than thou?
Stephanie, that's such a great question because it comes up at work, but it comes up with your family too. People want to gossip.
I think this is a show, don't tell, and model the behavior and attitude that you want to put into the world. That's the way people will follow suit. If you resist them, they're going to feel controlled and they're not going to want to go. So just show, don't tell, and then if the conversation doesn't shift, then politely excuse yourself.
So if people are talking or sass talking or bad talking, then just walk away.
It's a hard thing to do. Ladies, thank you so much. Valerie, Gabrielle, and Stephanie.
Our dream team of coaches.
They're back.
Once again, thank you.
We're back in a moment. This is Today on NBC.
Jinx.